Hi, hello, and welcome to episode one. I don't know why I'm nervous. So this episode is going to be called, is immortality really something we want, like as a human race or whatever, human species? Do we really want to be immortal? So like I figured we can talk about that, and I have a couple of um, bulletin points and like specific topics about the topic. If that makes any sense. And yeah, I figured before we get into it, I can talk to you all about me and like who I am, just a little bit, or about like what I've been up to these past couple of months. Because I have, for those of you who do not know, I have a YouTube channel called Curiosity Dude, which is me. And sorry, I'm tired. I've been doing nothing, I guess. I've been doing things, but like nothing of importance. And I haven't been making YouTube videos. I had an editing software called Filmora. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but yeah, I was using that to make videos, and it just stopped working. Filmora, the company, was like, we don't want to service this anymore. We're gonna cancel it, but you can buy the new one. And I was like, I don't want to buy the new one. I liked the old one, and they just turned it off. And I was like, bruh. So I have to get a new editing software. I plan on getting Adobe Premiere Pro whenever I get a new computer, which should be sometime next month. But for now, I'm just gonna borrow my dad's computer and just edit on his. Um, so yeah, and I've been watching a lot of anime. I don't know why. I just started watching it. I mean, I've seen like One Punch Man a long time ago, but then I didn't watch anything else. I was just like, that's a cool show. But I was like, I didn't consider myself a fan of anime. I just liked that one show. And then I started watching what's that other show called? With the superheroes and the kids. The darn, what is it called? My Hero Academia. I think that's how you say it, or at least like the English version. I watched it dubbed, and it's pretty cool. I liked it a lot. I think I finished it, or I'm caught up. Unless they already made new episodes, then I'm not caught up. I think there was like season 7 or 4. I can't remember. It's a good show. Recommend you watch it. And I've recently been watching Attack on Titan, which is very gruesome and kind of. It's not scary, it's just gross. Yeah, I've been watching that. I'm on season 3 already. I started at the beginning of this month. No, like 2 weeks ago. What month is this? It's February. Right. Yeah. Um, I started. I wanted to like work out and or do exercise, I guess. Cause I think of the word workout, I'm like people that go to the gym and like just lift heavy weights or whatever. But I just wanted to do like cardio, I suppose. But I didn't like running or walking because at work I walk a lot because I work at a grocery store. So I didn't want to do stuff on my feet, I guess. So I was like, what's considered cardio that I don't have to do a lot of walking or running or any of that at all? And I was like, there's dancing. I was like, I'm not gonna learn how to dance. And I thought about it more, and then I realized that I can do cycling or bike riding, and that's really fun. And so I bought a mountain bike. It has like a suspension in the front, and it doesn't have one in the back. It's really cool. Whew, sorry, I don't know why I'm yawning. But yeah, I liked it a lot. And then I also bought a second bike for commuting to work. I have a car, but I just thought I can exercise more like going to work. But then it started raining and it's gotten like really cold because it's like technically still winter time. So I figured I would just ride my bike when it's no longer winter time to work, and I would save money on gas and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool. Um, Yeah, so I've just been going to work, bike riding, and watching anime these past like 3 or 4 months. I'm gonna start uh, making YouTube videos again soon. I'm starting this month, but I probably won't upload it until next month. And yeah, so yeah. So let's just jump into the podcast now. Alright, and so immortality, is that something we want? Let's jump into it. So the first bulletin point is, if I had immortality, like what would I do? Like if I was immortal, assuming like the Deadpool immortal, like he can't die if he's, you know, um, like if he breaks his arm, whatever, it'll just heal, or breaks his neck, it'll just heal, and he can't get sick or anything. So if I was immortal like that, what would I do with my long life? um, I'm not entirely sure. I feel like I would want to do something good or study something good. Like I feel like I would let, if I was the only one, I feel like I would let doctors and scientists do experiments on me, but I just wouldn't want them to like do it forever. I would just like, you can do almost anything to me, to like, blood tests and stuff, for like 3 months or whatever. After that, leave me alone. I'd like get lawyers involved and stuff and be like, don't don't send me to Area 51. Yeah, and I would probably try to do something that would benefit humanity, I suppose. Like maybe I would try to invent cool technology and study science. And because I seen this one show called Forever, where he's a doctor and he can't die. Every time he does get killed, he just comes back to life in a lake or an ocean or something like that. And he has all of his memories still, but it's just like a new body, but he's still the same age. It's pretty cool. And he I guess he's like technically the smartest doctor in the world, but he's just trying to focus on how to kill himself, which is funny. But anyways, he's still a doctor and he like helps people. So I feel like I would pick something and then try to like use my knowledge to help people. But yeah, and I figured we should talk about the pros and cons of immortality, because there's a lot of, well, both. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I ate before the podcast, so just a lot of burping and yawning. I don't know. Uh, Anyways, so let's talk about some of the pros of immortality. So we know that there are. The first one is the pro. I think it's a pro. It could also be a con, that you don't die. Now they say if it is the type of immortality where you just don't age and you don't get sick, then eventually you could still die, but only from like a car accident or some type of physical injury, which would kill you. Um, and because there's a 0% chance you will die from a sickness or old age, that there's a 100% chance that you will die eventually from um, a physical injury, like a car accident or whatever, because all of the statistics just go up if you can't die from sickness or mortality. So, assuming, I feel like in reality, I mean, I know immortality isn't a thing yet, at least not to my knowledge, or to the public's knowledge. I don't know. But, anyways, assuming it's not real right now, I'm pretty sure it's not. If it were to become real, I feel like the one, the type of immortality that would exist would be the one where you can't get sick and you can't age, because I feel like we could probably figure that out. But I don't know how you would prevent someone from dying if their head got cut off or if their head was just crushed, their entire body was crushed. like in a car accident or something like that, it doesn't seem possible to just invent something like the Deadpool or Wolverine uh, mutation. Is that what it is? How they can just regenerate from just a single blood drop of blood. That doesn't make any sense. But I feel like the closest thing that we could create is just we don't get sick and we don't age. So the pros and cons of that type of mortality. If we don't age and don't get sick, then that's a pro. But a con of that would be we're most likely we are probably still gonna die, and when we do die, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful. So yeah, sorry for my chair is really noisy. I don't know what to do about that. I guess I can just not move. But yeah, so that's gonna suck. Another thing of just living a long time is that maybe assuming we were the only ones, the only you were the only person that was immortal, you would eventually see all of your loved ones die, which is that's sad. I suppose you could always just constantly keep creating new friends though, but eventually they're gonna die, and then yeah, that would suck. But if we lived in a world where like somebody invented an immortality like serum, you can just go get a shot and then you're immortal now, and the only thing that can kill you is just a physical fatality. Then I don't know. I guess that would be if everyone was immortal, or at least everyone who became immortal. Like assuming your whole family decided to get the immortality shot or whatever, then I guess that wouldn't be a con anymore, right? Because watching your loved ones die because they wouldn't die. Huh. Interesting. Hmm. Well, they would still eventually die, but from like a car accident or something. But like that could be, 100 years from now, or like 22,000 years from now. So yeah, I don't know. Hmm. A friend of mine said that if they did invent like an immortality shot or something like that, that they should also invent a im well immortality, so a mortality shot. So it just reverts you back to a normal, a normal human that doesn't live forever. So, huh? I think that would be a good idea. Because what if you live 500 years, you're the same age, you're perfectly fine, but you're just like you're done with life. You're like I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. Let me just age and then die of old age, and so you can just go in and get the mortality shot, makes you immortal after like 500 years or however long you live. I think that would be cool. They should do if they invent immortality, they should also invent a way to revert back and become mortal again. So that would be cool. Next, we should talk about. Okay, so yeah, if everyone was immortal, what would happen to all the companies? Like, what would happen to the stock market? Okay, like, cause people die every day, all the time, like every second probably or every minute. And so, um, what would happen to all of the people that make the tombstones, the people that dig the gravesite things, the the gravesite, or was it called a gravesite? No, the park full of corpses. What is it called? The park full of corpses. I don't know what it's called. Graveyard. I think it's called a graveyard. Yeah. What would happen to like the people who own that? And there's not just like one in every city or whatever. There's a lot. I don't know how many, but I can Google it real quick. How many graveyards? How many graveyards Okay, so there are 144,000 graveyards just in America alone. That's a lot of. Those are companies pretty much, which is it's kind of it seems sad and twisted to think of it like that, but they are companies. You have to pay for a casket, you have to pay for a hole, you have to pay for a tombstone, and it's not cheap either. It's expensive, like thousands of dollars. I don't even know how much a tombstone is, but I know it's not cheap. And I mean, I guess it is if you're rich, but for a normal middle class or lower than middle class, if somebody died and you needed to buy them all those things, it would be a lot of money. But anyways, what would happen to them? They would all go out of business, and that I'm pretty sure that would affect the economy, wouldn't it? Like, what would happen? I don't know. I don't know. But it's obviously nothing good. And so yeah, I thought I should bring that up. I don't know what would happen. I'm pretty sure bad things would happen. Obviously, that's without a doubt. But yeah. And next up, so um, hmm, for the YouTube channel, if you had a choice to become immortal, like it was free, like the flu shot, would you do it? I'm curious what people would do. I feel like I would do it, but I would only do it if there was a mortality shot, so I can take the immortality one, and then whenever I wanted to, I can just revert back to immortal. I feel like that's the only time I would. Or if like somebody in my family died and I wanted to like avenge their death and I didn't know like it could take years before I do that or maybe even a lifetime and I was like I need to become immortal so I can avenge them. Then I feel like I would probably take it then. I don't know. Or maybe if I get like in my 50s or something and then I'm just like all of a sudden scared to die. Maybe I would, I don't know. It just depends, I guess, on my mindset. But I feel like I would want to become immortal. Or at least not if not right now, then later on. But that would kinda suck though if like however your body is now, if you get the immortality shot, you're stuck like that forever. So if you're overweight and you get the immortality shot, you're stuck being overweight forever and the same age. That would be funny. And that would suck though, because like no matter how much you exercise, your body just stays the same. I wonder how that would work. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So the economy. I'm pretty sure it would probably just go down and then just after like a year or two. No, probably longer. I'm pretty sure it would bounce back, even though nobody's dying anymore. I mean, I guess there would still be some graveyard company things, but because people would still die from like car accidents and whatnot. I'm sorry, I keep burping. But they just wouldn't die as much. So, how many people would die? Let me Google it. Do. Let's Google how many people die from injuries? Injury.